Hi, this is Jenni and Amanda. We are the founders of Women in Rural Real Estate. Today, we would like to talk to you about a very important question. I am licensed. Now what?
So this is something that I remember I struggled with a lot as a new licensee, because you get all this education, but then you come out of school and no one's really told you how to do this job. So we're going to talk about a few tips and tricks for you guys and just sort of go from there.
One of the most important things I have found is you need to talk to people all the time. Wherever you are, let people know that you are now a licensed realtor and keep yourself educated and current with what's going on in the market.
Which is actually kind of hard. None of the regulators tell us when they change the rules. So you sort of have to stay on top of the ball there. I know it's also one of the reasons why I'm always telling clients they're going to call and do their own due diligence. Just because the Caribou Regional District for us doesn't update us when they change the rules. So it's always best to have your clients, make the calls to the people who know the rules and are on top of it.
One of the other really helpful things is to find yourself a fantastic mentor, someone who has experience and knowledge and is willing to kind of help you along the way. That will be invaluable to your real estate business.
More so than invaluable, especially at the start. I remember having so many questions, and I was calling my broker, 6, 8, 10 times a day.
Yeah, totally.
She was so good. Angie, if you ever see this, loved you. You were great to me and I totally appreciate it. But I know I felt like I was a bit of a nuisance at the start. So you really need to make sure that the people above you in your organization are going to be there to support you. That 6 or 8 times a day when you have all those questions to start with.
And there's so many fantastic groups out there that are willing to support. Like, I know for me, I got a lot of great support in the beginning, and I want to help newer agents now. I think it feels good.
Yeah, and it's actually where we've made a lot of friends.
Absolutely. Another important factor is learn to brand yourself and not necessarily your brokerage. You want to stand out as an independent person as to who you are. So when people see your signage and your business cards, they automatically correlate them with you.
Yeah, for sure. There's also something to be said about owning your staff. So owning your lists. Keeping your people in a database that's owned by you. So when you decide to change brokerages, if you ever do, you get to take that list with you.
100%. A lot of people don't know that when they sign into their brokerage's CRMs, it's great. Your brokerage will provide you with a free CRM in many cases, but they own that data. And if you ever leave, they can cut you off from that.
Yeah, usually they give out your people to whoever's left within the brokerage, and so keep that in mind.
So hopefully some of these tips have been helpful to you. And if you find yourself struggling, reach out to us. We are happy to chat with you and sort of give you some tips and tricks of stuff that's worked for us.
Yeah, for sure. It goes back to just like feeling good about myself, being able to help other people. It's
Absolutely.
A lot of what we like to do, especially now that we're in the position where we don't have to grind so hard. We've got our brand established. People know who we are, and our phone rings a little bit more often because of that. It
is a really good feeling to be there, but also to know that with some hard work and perseverance, it is achievable, and you will get there too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Hard work and perseverance, though, guys. That's something you're going to need if you want to be a realtor.
It's an important one.
Another thing I think that you need to do at the beginning is get to know your contracts. So I don't know, how many different contracts do we have, right? Buyer's contracts, listing contracts, sales contracts, all the disclosures, all of that stuff. You're going to need to know well enough to explain to your clients. So spend some time studying them.
Very important. They're very complex documents, and read them through and make sure you actually understand them and can explain them to somebody else. You're the professional. You have to know how to explain it.
Yeah, you don't want to be reading it in front of your clients and then trying to explain it to them as you're doing it.
No.
So, yeah. The other thing, I think a big skill for new realtors is being able to say, I don't know, let me look that up for you, or let me get you that info. Because it's going to come up a lot that you don't know.
Yeah, really important to know when you don't know.
Yeah.
And there is nothing wrong with saying that. And there's tons of resources out there where you can go find those answers.
Mm-hmm. And it's something even, you know, at this point in my career where I've been doing it for more than a decade, I still say every transaction once or twice, you know, I don't know, but let's find out the answer to that. So get used to saying something like that.
And you will never know it all, because every transaction is so unique and different, which is part of what I love about real estate. It is never the same.
Yeah.
But you're always going to be looking for answers and researching and stuff, and it makes it super fun and interesting.
Yeah, right. Keeps you on your toes, makes every day a little different. I think that covers lots of it, but I did want to circle back to talking to everybody all the time. When you're a new realtor, one of my biggest stresses is, where are my clients going to come from? Who am I going to sell these houses to? And that just comes down to talking to people. So letting everybody you know that you're a realtor now, getting out there, you know, even talking to the people in the grocery lineup behind you.
Former colleagues, like I've sold properties to people I used to work with before, friends, your children's daycare teachers, all sorts of people that they actually want to support you.
Yeah, for sure.
They are thrilled that you have become a realtor.
Yeah.
And you just have to get the word out there, and they want to support your business. And it's important to support other people's businesses as well, because that will eventually be reciprocated.
Yes. And it's the more you can get out there in front of people, the better. And when you support other people's businesses, then you get out in front of all of their clients too. And it's a win-win for both parties on that one.
And I feel like maybe if you feel like your network is a little bit small and you don't have a lot of people to reach, try volunteering. Get out there to some community events and get involved. And you're going to meet so many people.
So I moved to this area about 6 years ago, and I didn't know anybody except for my parents and my realtor at the time, Klaus. So I joined a bunch of things. I joined the fire department, search and rescue. I volunteered at the community hall. And just a great example is I was at the community hall the other day. I popped in for a 15-minute meeting with a nice lady. And while I was there, I said hello to 6 other people that I knew. So volunteering will really get you a long way.
Huge. And it's just a fantastic way to really increase that network of yours.
Yeah.
So I think that was it for us, and hopefully that was helpful for you guys. So if you have any other questions about what you should do now that you're licensed, you can always feel free to reach out to us.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
We're the Women in Rural Real Estate Group, and we hope you guys have a great day.
Bye.